completely. We can't put that in the video.
What?
What are y'all giggling about?
Well, you're not from around here, are you?
He's got a nice mustache, and they're like, he doesn't even have a mustache. What are you talking about?
All right, welcome to DJs and Dragons, episode 2.
We last left our heroes in the tavern of Cannibal, where the tavern was actually quite empty. There was only a couple of patrons there, and the town is very quiet.
Is that what they're calling them these days?
Yeah. You're all just enjoying a drink, and Alicia's there, and she's drinking, and...
Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone.
Dan's sitting next to Alicia Silverstone, staring awkwardly at her, isn't he?
Yes.
Mr. Windpisser, please leave Alicia alone.
At this
She's
point,
a nice lady.
At this point, the ranger notices the creepy guy, the tall guy in black.
Oh, the hat?
He's in the corner watching you guys.
What do you want to do, DeLorean?
Killweasel gets up, walks over to the guy, takes the hat off of his head, and says, "Well, you're not from around here, are you?" Just to see what his reaction will be.
He gives you a sinister smile and says, "That hat looks good on you. You should keep it."
He out-creepied me. That's pretty good.
All right, he's like, "Allow me to buy you and your friends a round of drinks."
I'm always up for a tonic water.
I'll go ahead and take the drink, but I'm not going to drink it.
Alright, so, well, I mean, he motions to the bartender, and he gives you guys 3 drinks or whatever.
Could be an inside job.
That's true. Yeah, you guys are playing this pretty smart. I like it. You go, "So what brings you to Cannibal?"
But you're the one with words, Kiltweasel.
Words? I'm a monk. Do you think he trusts me? Is that what it is? Say, well, just searching for adventure.
There's adventure around every corner. And Alicia goes, "We're actually here. We're going to go into the mines tomorrow morning."
Oh, Alicia.
She goes, "You seem like you are very interested. Would you like to come with us?" And he goes, "I might be a little too tall for the mines. I don't think... I'm a bit claustrophobic. I might want to just stay away from that. Good luck to you all. I must be going." And he gets up and he leaves the tavern.
So we never even got his name.
No.
So basically, now we have to assume that there's a saboteur on our mine trip.
I want to
Maybe
use
we need to
perception
rethink
to
it.
try to...
Perception's more of like perceiving your physical surroundings. What you're rolling for is sense motive.
Yes.
But I rolled a 4 for you, so
So nothing.
you just think, that's a cool guy. He's got a nice mustache, and they're like, he doesn't even have a mustache. What are you talking about?
I immediately follow the guy outside of the tavern.
Are you trying to do it stealthily or just...
Yes.
He just walks out.
The guy, what is your character's physical description?
He's a big
you're a
dude.
big old dude. Are you
Yeah.
like...
No, I'm sure.
We have the
But
little...
but I'm a half orc, so I'm not.
You're not
exactly
like
tall.
huge, yeah. I rolled a 3 for you to go out stealthily. So you walk outside going, "Hey, stop!" And you look around. Ooh, I got an 18 for perception. You look around and you can see the entire town basically, and people slowly walking around, getting ready to go to sleep for the night. You don't see the tall man anywhere.
I go back inside and get drunk.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. So
You gonna beep that one out?
what? So you guys continue to drink until you just decide to go upstairs, and it's also a inn, so y'all can sleep there for the night for cheap.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. So
Cool.
you wake up the next morning, you get ready, and Alicia's ready, waiting for you guys downstairs. Full battle rattle. Hey.
I'm brushing my teeth.
Oh. Nobody's doing that.
What?
I gotta cut that out completely. We can't put that in the video.
I'm brushing my teeth.
Why is your toothbrush so big?
He's a half orc.
Oh, okay.
Beaver.
Genetics.
What the
It's
hell?
a beaver brush.
So, you head out of the...
Jumpy.
Okay, so Alicia's like, okay, this morning I woke up early and I picked up extra torches and some stuff like that, and so we're ready to go. So you leave out of the town and head south of the town towards the mines.
Cool.
Okay, as you're going towards that area, one of the villagers is like, "Alicia, where did you find these people? And she's like, don't bother me right now, Bernard. Like, you didn't want to help me before. Just leave me alone. And he's like, he looks at all of you and says, don't go into those mines. It'll be your doom.
He's probably right.
All right, so she's just like, go away, old man. And he's just like, rabble, rabble, rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
And it was at that moment that Windpisser remembered he forgot to take his morning constitutional.
Oh, no.
Takes about 25 to 35 minutes.
Half work, always messy.
Go off into the woods.
That's what happens to the toilet in here.
You make it to this cavernous area, and there's this giant boulder. You make it to the mine.
Yay!
And there's a giant boulder blocking the entrance. And she's like, check this out. And there's a stump. And she pulls it up. It's false. And there's a hole that leads down into the mines.
I was hoping we could use Mark's powers to roll that stone away, but...
I was just gonna have you move it by brute strength.
Do y'all want to try to move the boulder?
No,
Not
that
if
would
we
be
have an
silly.
entrance.
Yeah. Okay, so you crawl down into the mine, yes? And it's very dark. Alicia...
What?
What are y'all giggling about?
Did you say minus?
The mine, yes? The mine, comma, yes?
I thought that was some sort of
The mine, yes?
sub-lower region of the mine.
The mine. You climb into the mine, yes. And no. Okay, so you climb into the mine, comma, yes. And she lights a torch, and you're in this, like, thin corridor.
Sort of the canal of entry.
Yes, a canal of entry in the mine, yes. And the manus. All right, so
Meniscus?
the meniscus. The dorsal fin.
Did you say manus?
The manus. The Maynard. Okay, so...
And we're back.
So what is the order y'all are going in?
I'll go first.
I'm going to be going in the back
In the rear?
of the meniscus.
You already did that in the woods.
The jester's bringing up the rear again? Okay.
I'm actually gonna be in the rear, walking backwards, which I am very good at.
Okay.
Watching
Oh, yeah.
behind
On a
us.
unicycle.
Yeah. You're not good at walking backwards. You're good at riding a unicycle backwards.
I'm also good at balance, so I can
Okay,
pretty much
so you're
do
good.
this.
Right.
I
I'm terrible
produce
to you.
flame.
On what?
On
Pyroflatulation.
On your torch?
No, you try and avoid that.
Pyroflatulation. And you're standing backwards, so that would set them all on fire.
Let's don't do that.
Okay. So you come to this open area where there are mine carts and just pickaxes on the ground, but there's no body parts, there's no skeletons, there's no miners. It's just a big room with mine carts and pickaxes.
Okay. So are we assuming that maybe it is a storage area, or is it in disarray as though everyone dropped their stuff and ran?
That.
That.
The latter.
Fill in the blanks.
I'm gonna pick up at least 2 pickaxes.
Okay. So everybody
Y'all
will do
want
a
pickaxes?
perception check.
Yes. I was actually going to suggest perception and see if there was anything going on around us.
Okay. Well, you hear something and you stop, and it sounds like like that.
So
You got it. Yeah, like it's goofy laughter.
I take out my bow and arrows.
You're gonna
And we go explore.
In a mine, you're gonna that's fine. All right, and then you let them know, and then they listen clearly, and then they can kind of hear it, but then it fades away. So you're going further into the mine. You go and you see another like room off to the right, and when you look in it, you see the white rock that they had been mining for, and it's all just kind of scraped off, and there's like piles of white powder on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a trail of blood leading out of the room and further down the way.
I say we follow the blood.
White rock and trail of blood.
It's the 80s.
Let's go.
Yes, we dive in head first.
So
We don our clown noses,
yes.
get our party horns out.
So you go further in and you come to another opening and you see something small at the end of the room, and you hear like chewing or eating.
It's a rabbit. Look at the bones!
So Alicia puts her torch like towards it, and you all look, and you two see that it's a person eating some sort of carcass.
My precious.
Yeah, very Gollum-like. It doesn't seem to notice you. It doesn't even seem to notice that there's light flickering on it.
What is our main objective of going in this cave to start with again?
She was wanting to save miners.
Okay, well they're not here.
And this person that's eating the carcass is dressed as a miner, and the person that's eating has miner's clothes as well.
Oh, cool.
I say we let him finish eating that miner, and then we tie him up and take him with us.
Tip out.
Right.
Tip your waiter.
So just wait until he's finished, until he's full and takes a nap.
Yeah, he'd be in much better spirits, and he wouldn't try to eat us.
I tell you what, going rogue.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna jump and flip and bounce off the ceiling and land behind him and restrain him to keep him from desecrating the poor dead miner.
So you successfully do a bunch of weird unnecessary rolls.
Yeah.
And some stuff.
I love it.
There's stalagmites and you're hiding behind them. You're just popping up behind one and then you go down and then you pop up behind another one. And then you get right behind him and you what did you
Subdue
say?
him.
You subdue him. You grapple him.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Restrain him until we can tie him up.
Let's see. I rolled a 2 for that.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah, okay.
Fights back.
So as you get up behind him, you wrap your arms around him, and he immediately throws you off of him. You fly 3 feet back.
Okay.
He turns around and stands up. He's much taller than you expected, and in the light, you see that he's got the white makeup smeared on his face, and his nose has bulged out. It is red and veiny and pulsing, and his teeth are yellow and red with blood, and he looks like a demented minor cannibal clown. And he looks at you and he's like,
Do that again. One more time.
So
We'll put this on an infinite loop. I need a GIF.
So he attacks at you, and you do a backflippy thing, stunning fist.
Right in his red nose.
Okay. Well, he missed, so then you give him a stunning fist to the nose. Okay. You successfully punch him in the nose.
Okay.
And
His throbbing, veiny nose.
It pops. And blood goes flying everywhere. And he falls back and just is unconscious or dead. You don't know yet.
Woohoo!
And you just your
We
hands,
needed him alive to prove what had
I
been
didn't kill
done.
him.
your fist is just covered in blood and pus. Yeah. There.
So we tie him up,
Tie him up.
just in case he's still alive.
Okay. Yeah, you check his pulse. He's still alive.
Thank goodness.
Heal
Okay.
him, Dan.
So something is turning the miners into maniac cannibal clowns.
Yes.
Okay, and we're not sure what it is.
Insane in the membrane.
There you go.
Alicia's like, oh my god, what happened to this miner? Oh no. Maybe we shouldn't be down here. Maybe we should leave. If they've all turned out like this, then
Something down here is causing them to do that.
yes.
Let's drag No-No's bozo out. You want to? And get some fresh air.
Was there going to be a reward for why are we in this mine?
Why am I doing this again?
Alicia never really sorted it out, but she assumed that the townspeople would be grateful for you guys saving the miners.
Okay, but maybe they'd still be grateful if we showed them what happened to the miners.
Maybe.
All right.
But nothing is set in stone yet.
Nothing.
There's no
Y'all are just trusting this girl.
Dan's just cutting expenses. He's like, oh, God.
I want to make sure we're getting a reward for this.
I mean, we only have 40 hours. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not paying overtime.
Oh my god.
Oh, no soup for you.
So we drag him out.
Okay. So you head back the way you came from. You go past the room with all the stupid carts, and there's still some things, and then you get to the area where the trunk goes up, and you all hoist each other up and pull each other out, and you've got the dude. What do you do now that you're outside again?
Get some fresh air and then see if he recovers or changes or dies or.
I can heal him. At least maybe he can, maybe now that he's out of the mine, maybe the effects wear off, or he can tell us what in the world went on.
Okay.
I can only cure light wounds, and his nose is exploded. So.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He still doesn't have a nose, but it probably doesn't hurt, and he's fine about it. I don't know. I don't understand how the magic curing works.
Right.
So what do you do to wake him up?
Slap him around a bit.
Start slapping him around? Okay.
Same thing we did to put out the fire.
Right.
No!
Smelling salts
Pee on him?
of the natural sort.
Well, no, he successfully slaps him awake,
Oh, okay.
and the guy just starts, like, laughing, giggling, and he won't stop giggling.
This is a dead end. You want me to just poke him with my staff?
Yes.
You start poking him with a staff, and he's like, That's all he's doing is laughing, and he looks like insane. His eyes won't stop moving around.
All right, we go to the center of town and try to find somebody that is in charge of this place and show them and tell them what's going on.
Sounds
And ask for money.
fantastic.
All right. So you go back into town, and everybody's looking at you guys like, what the heck? Like, he's got one of the miners. And so a bunch of people walk up forward, and the chief of the guards walks up, and he's like, what's going on here?
We went into this mine, and there was a lot of pickaxes, but we found this person, if you can call him that, eating another person down in the mine. This is the only thing we found in the mine was this person.
You moved the boulder and went into the mine?
No, did not move the boulder.
How did you get in?
That's up to Alicia.
I say we just go ahead and tell him. Just lay it all out there.
Stumpy?
Alicia, you led these strangers into the mine even though you knew what dangers awaited? And she's just like, I didn't know it was like this. I knew that there was a sickness and that the miners were losing their minds, but I didn't know it was this bad. He was eating another person, and the guard is just like, I'm going to go get the Baron of the town, and he's going to have a word with all of you. Wait here. And so he leaves, and y'all are just kind of standing around, and people are like looking at the clown guy, and he's just like laughing at people and like chomping at them and stuff. He's trying to bite their faces. Okay, so y'all wait the sufficient amount of time, and the guard comes back, and he's like, come with me. We're going into the Baron's mansion. And so, y'all follow? Yes.
Yeah, but we need to leave that crazy clown.
No,
In
take him
town.
with us. Take him with us because you know what I'm
But
thinking?
what if it's a contagion and
You know what
we,
I'm
we
thinking?
infect the whole
Well, Dan-
town
Dan-
with what's going on?
if
there?
bad-
He's
if
already
bad
been
boy-
covered in all that crap.
If bad
so-
boy cop's attitude with us, we'll just cut the dude's restraints
Unleash
and
him.
let him go, and then we'll book it out the door.
All right.
Okay.
He's our weapon now.
So y'all have this clownman.
Clownman.
Dennis J. Clownman. And y'all make it to the Baron's
Love him.
mansion. And he's like, wait here. And then some time goes by again. And the Baron comes out and he's just like, Alicia, who are these people that you've brought into town? And she's just like, this is DeLorean Kiltweasel, Marcus Aurelius, and friggin' fraggin' Ferguson Windpisser.
Huzzah!
Windpisser! And they are
Think
from...
you pronounced it correctly.
They are
Get it
from
right.
the town of Kaluna. They're the only people that were brave enough to want to help me. And the Baron's like, they're only brave because you didn't give them all of the information. And she's just like,
Dun dun dun.
Again, I didn't know that this was going on like this.
All right, so let's bang the staff on the ground and say, fill us in here. Tired of waiting around for somebody to talk to us, and if we don't get a straight answer soon, we're gonna let Giggles, the Wonder Piranha, loose, and you guys can deal with him.
So he makes a motion to the guard, and then the guard pulls out a crossbow, shoots the clown in the head.
Well, they're very concerned about their citizens.
So I pull out my bow.
Okay.
We're about to throw down.
And the Baron says, keep your weapons down, I'll tell you everything you need to know, but you shouldn't have brought that miner into town. The makeup, the rock, has been making people go crazy, and we didn't know at first. And we've been hearing some reports about where we've shipped it off to, that some of the women wearing it have started to lose their minds as well.
Maybe
So-
it's Maybelline.
Maybe she's fully insane. Maybe she's a cannibal clown. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Right?
And before we could halt production or getting the rock, all the miners had lost their minds. I'm a terrible DM.
Okay, so basically, our quest was to get into the mine and find out what was going on. So it sounds like they know what's going on.
Yes, and we're leaving it all shut until they all starve to death.
Or eat each other.
Yes.
Okay. So...
We tried to explain this to this young girl,
I'll
that there was
work
no
this down
hope
here.
for her father or anyone. We will pay you for your trouble and travels, but but
thanks.
don't go back in there. We don't want you to go back in
I
there.
would also like to take this here gold. Yay.
Okay, so you each get 20 gold each. Each another
Wow.
time.
Cheapskates.
Chip.
Cheapskates.
Okay.
That'll get you home. And we apologize for any inconvenience.
Sounds
we,
good.
We recommend that you don't tell anyone about this town's problem because we're trying to keep it hush-hush. Because we still want people to come and enjoy the carnival.
Where's
Where-
the
where
nearest
did you-
tavern?
Where did you ship all this out to?
Just to the east,
The east. So,
across the ocean.
well, how would we know if we came into contact with it somewhere else?
Well, apparently the reports that we got back, the women had only, like, breathed in small doses.
So they were just kind of pissy.
Yeah.
They weren't really nuts.
It was very difficult for people to see that there was even a change.
Nice.
For
So are you
several
saying generally the women of this land
no,
are crazy?
I'm not saying that.
So just general sexism.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it's medieval times.
Sweet.
You get your gold, and Alicia looks really embarrassed, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go, and don't worry." And she just leaves.
Good.
Good. Forget that lady.
Because James wouldn't do it in a female voice, so.
I'm just gonna leave. Forget you
No,
guys.
you must stay. You must stay with us and continue on our journeys. We need more fodder. I mean, we need more friends.
Dun dun dun! Come check the horses with me, Alicia.
No, she leaves, and as you guys watch her leave, she is heading out of town, and she looks like she's going south of town.
She's gonna burst into flames.
Maybe.
Sweet.
Well, we've got some extra time. Let's
She-
just go check
she-
out the rest of the
She was
town.
heading back towards the mine.
Okay.
Let's just check out the rest of the town. See
Not
what's
ready
going
for a
on.
nap.
So she's sad because her dad's dead a lot.
Probably.
Dead a lot.
Like deader than dead before.
So you go back to the tavern, and
Maybe
you're,
Stretchy McTop Hat will be there.
he is not there. And the tavern is just as empty as it was the night before. And the bartender's like, "Ah, you guys again.
Hey, we got 20
Hey,
gold
want your
pieces. We
tonic
need more.
water,
Yeah.
milk, ale. Gotcha, here you go. Usuals. You guys are cool."
You want to ask the bartender if he knows anything else? I mean, if anybody knows what's
Let's
going
quiz
on.
the bartender.
The bartender?
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, I just worked the tavern. I don't know."
Well, this is obviously a dead end.
Let's leave the tavern now that we're all fueled up on milk and tonic water and leave the town searching for more adventures.
Dun dun dun!
Let us leave this place.
As you leave, you hear some gasping and some screaming, and you hear a guard screaming, "Close the gates of the town!" And they're like, "Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch." And you hear sort of like a little bit of a rumbling. And as you look over the horizon, you see the tall Lankman in all black, running over a hill in the distance towards the town, just laughing, and his long legs are just running.
You've still got his top hat.
Hey!
Yeah, he's not wearing the top
Does that
hat.
give you any... Is there anything on it? Did you...
Well, before you can realize like what's going on, he is running from what appears to be a giant ogre. And the ogre,
Oh.
you can't see it because it's so far away.
Grr.
Oh. You notice
Grr.
that the ogre
Oh.
has the white makeup just like had been thrown in his face.
Oh my goodness.
And he went berserko.
Yeah.
Berserker!
So, what you gather is that the tall, creepy guy watched you guys go through the stump, realized how to get in, probably went in behind you, got that first pile, and went and he knew where this ogre was and threw it in his face while he was napping. And now he's leading him back to town.
He's leading him back. He wasn't running in fear for his life.
He's
He was-
smiling as he's running, so you assume he's done this on purpose.
So
Let's
basically,
throw... Hey, I'm going to get the bow out. I'm going to try to snipe the ogre.
We're calling it a close right here. Not a lot happened.
Dun dun dun.
Will our heroes defeat the crazed ogre, and will they be able to stop Tall Lankman? Has Alicia walked off to her own doom in trying to save the miners still like an idiot? Will our heroes continuously get drunk in the tavern and
have milk.
let Carnival go to hell in a handbasket? Find out next time on DJs and Dragons!
Dun dun dun.
Well, there you have it. Another riveting episode of DJs and Dragons. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share to all your nerdy friends.
And we're just having fun and winging it, so if you have any suggestions that might make the show more entertaining for you, let us know and we might take them into consideration.
Now click here or I'll cast another fireball.